Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Dissect. Usually, this is the part where I say I'm novelist, and the other person say who they are. But I'm riding solo tonight, so we're gonna do the thing my way tonight. Big up to Jules. She'll be back in the country tomorrow, so next week she'll be back right here with us. But tonight we definitely have a nice show for you. We have a beautiful guest. She's definitely, I don't know if to say she's making waves or causing tsunamis, but she's definitely been doing her thing. Again, thank you guys for joining us, and go ahead and subscribe if you are on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the page. If you're on any of the Facebook channels, make sure you share that. And let's bring our guests to the stage with us, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome with us, Miss, should I call her Evelyn or should I say Emo News? Welcome, Emo, to the show with us on Dissect.
Good night, good night.
Good night, good night.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So, I'm not sure if I should call you Emily. Should I call you Miss Anslem? Should I call you Emo?
Emo is fine. I love Emo.
Emo is fine. Nice. So, I hope you're not nervous. Usually our guests come and they are nervous, and so I hope you're all right.
I'm coping. I'm coping. I'll be fine.
Nice. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about Emo, like where you're from and what part of Dominica you're from.
I am Emmeline Anselm. I am from the beautiful community of Paybush, the home of Rebellion Walter, Queen of Bel Air, the home of King of Court, Lawrence
Okay.
Brugman, the home of the best drummers from Paybush drummers.
Mm,
A teacher for 22 years now.
wow.
I I have a beautiful daughter,
Okay.
11.
Mm,
A hard worker, determined young lady. I am
nice.
just me. I'm Mo.
Nice. Well, we definitely see that you are a hard worker, and the fact that you mentioned that you're a teacher, and
Yes.
we know that you are definitely one of Dominica's biggest media, I should say, right? So yeah, we see that you work hard. What
Yes.
made you want to do that though? Because you said you've been teaching for 22 years.
Yes. You mean
So
teaching or
what? Okay, so what brought out Emo News? What made you want to, go out there and do that?
Well, I'm a social media person for one. You remember the days back in, days of BlackBerry. That's what we used to use,
Yes.
and we always sending out little messages to my little friends or stories. I think before they
Mhm.
saw put it as little Beth, you hear this, you hear that, and then it started like that.
Right.
And eventually, I'm always on social media. Then Facebook came along, and then I was always posting stuff on Facebook. And then in 2015, when Tropical Storm Erica hit Dominica, I was in New York. And I think a lot of people, maybe knowing that I am always on social media, they started sending me all the pictures of what happened back home. So I
Okay.
started posting, and then people
Mhm.
started gravitating towards my page more and, wanting to get the information because, as you know, there was no electricity.
Right.
Um, Internet service was cut off in some areas. So a lot of people just started reaching out to me, even like big universities and foundations out there, how they can assist, how they can
Right.
get help to Dominica. So I became a medium at that point.
Right.
And then I remember we were trying to get home from New York to Dominica. And then luckily, I don't know how, some JetBlue representative reached out to me and they said they can send us St. Lucia and a whole set of jugum. And everybody started calling me, how can I get to Dominica? How can I get to Dominica?
Right.
So and then that's how it started. When I came home, I continued doing my stuff, sending little clips of what is happening around Dominica. And
Right.
here comes the biggest event in Dominica. Hurricane Maria.
Mm-hmm.
That is when I think it blossomed even bigger,
Right.
because I think I was the, I don't know how to describe it. I think I was what word am I looking for? A beacon of hope for many Dominicans, because
Right.
they wanted to know what happened in
What's going
Dominica.
on?
And I took the opportunity to go all over the country to showcase what happened after Maria, to let their
Right.
family members know that they are safe. Most of
Mhm.
them lost their homes, but at least they sent a message. And as you know, I said already that I used to own a T-Mobile SIM card. It was very difficult for me, to just
Right.
go every night or every day to one of the communities, and I would have to spend hours at night, like a
Mm-hmm.
few near me, Tibo, to upload all the pages of notes that I took, just to inform people that their relatives are okay. They lost their roofs, but they are okay. And it became so overwhelming that folks were asking me to go back to Marigot, go back to
Wow.
Guadeloupe, go back to that area. So a
Yeah.
lot of people, and as you know, there are a lot of people out there from Dominica in the diaspora.
Oh,
So
yes.
that's where it really, became something major for
Right.
Emily.
I,
So mhm,
I could definitely see why people would want you to go back to, see the Marigot, see the, wherever it is, because I know what that felt like,
yes,
just waiting to, like for me, I was just waiting to see Rosa. Like, I just want to see Rosa. So I could imagine what these people were going through and wanting you to go back there, right? Um,
yes,
but that is a crazy story because I
yes,
thought, like when I started following Emo, it was right after Maria, but I
no.
didn't know it started before that.
Yes, I started doing my stuff right before that.
So you posted you on social media so much that people actually came out looking for you.
Yes.
That is
So
crazy.
yeah, and that's, I think that's when it all blossomed. Maria made it even bigger and better
Right.
for me.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get opportunities and we do not capitalize on it. So that was an opportunity to capitalize on my huge following. So that is where
Right.
you have Emo News today. And in 2018, I decided to create my own website,
Right.
www.emonewsdm.com. And
Mhm.
sometimes people look at you and they see potential in you.
Right.
And as I said, there's this young man, he lives in the US. He saw the potential in me and he said he needs to reach out to me, he needs to help me out. So he came
Right.
on board and he decided to do the website for me. And
Nice.
the website you can generate advertisements. So
Of course.
that's a good thing.
Nice. So
Yep.
then, okay, so we went through the storm and then the
Mhm.
hurricane. But then MO became more than just news. Like we started seeing MO at the birthday parties. MO is at the funerals. MO is like at every
Everywhere.
accident. Right?
Yeah.
First of all, I know everybody have this question on their mind, and I'm pretty sure people have asked you this a million times.
Mhm.
How does Mo show up on every sin all the time?
I guess it's destiny or fate. Sometimes I get to a spot and the action is right there, so I take the opportunity to just showcase whatever is live or whatever is going on. And I know people like those things, so I try to capitalize on it. And sometimes I don't even get paid for it. I just do it because
Oh
I
wow!
know people want to see it.
Right,
And
right.
sometimes as soon as I get somewhere, I see an accident. People be like, "Oh, there was an accident." I'm like, "Just here. I'm just here." So obviously, I mean, I go live. I do my do. That's it.
Right. That is crazy.
Yeah.
So, but okay, I understand the drive of starting a new adventure, and once you get that feel, you just want to go, go, go. You mentioned how you were using your own money to actually go live.
Hmm.
I remember watching like Creole Festival, and I remember this show. I remember this Creole Festival
I did the
clearly.
entire show.
I don't remember that the year, But I
Yeah.
remember you were saying your battery's gonna die, and I saw you went on another phone, and I, I was like, this is crazy. But so then this person in New York helped you, but I take it that other people is also will come along with you as well, no? Like
Well, now
sponsorship.
it's a corporation. I registered the business, so
Right.
whatever funds are collected from the business, I reinvest it. I get my different gadgets, my different phones that I need. I mean,
Right.
I do for fact those functions sometimes are very long, so I have my backup phones once
Nice.
they are charged, and I just go until I can go. I have a lot of energy, so I just go and just
Yeah,
do. Yeah.
you definitely have to have a lot of energy to do what you're doing.
And it's kind of difficult sometimes, you have 1,000 followers or people watching you live, and then I have to go now, and they're like, no, don't go, Emo, no. And it's like they want you to stay forever, So it's kind of it's tiring too, but I love doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth it at the end of the day.
Worth it, yes.
So how do you like the growth of Emo, like the whole thing that you've created?
Um, as I said, it is overwhelming. It's something I'm proud of. I
Right.
never anticipated that. Um, And some days I say to myself, Lord, what did I get myself into? I can't even stop now. I have to continue. So many people depend on me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's something, as I said, I am very proud of. I think I did very well from where I started. And it's just the fact that I am using my phone.
Right.
Simple things can make do wonders. So, but there are bigger things in store for Emma News.
Right.
Stay tuned.
Anything you want to spill, or we just have to keep wait on the down low? I,
Wait.
this is dissect,
Bigger things coming. Just look out for it.
Okay,
Yes.
nice, nice. So, being a teacher, being a
Mhm.
mother, and being all over Dominica, like you said, you have a lot of energy. When do you get rest? When is
Oh, this
Emo
is this
rest?
is one thing I know to do. Rest when I have to rest. So some days when I'm not doing anything, if I'm
Right.
home, I'll just go to bed because I know I need to rest.
Hmm.
I live by the motto, living my golden life. I take time to spend whatever quality time I have with my daughter. I'm always out. I am always chilling. I know when to pause. I work a lot, but I know when to pause and enjoy
Right.
myself and to rest. So some days are very, very hectic, but when I do get time to rest, I rest.
Take care, which is good. And you
Yes.
definitely need that. It don't look like you're resting. For us, it doesn't look like you're resting. but
Yes.
but what inspires you to keep going, to wanting to teach, to wanting to keep giving news to the world or anybody in the diaspora or even on the island? What inspires you to keep you going?
Well, first of all, I love my growth, like as I said, where I came from and where I am now.
Right.
And I have a lot of people who are depending on me. I have a daughter who thinks that she can continue to run this business for me.
Right.
Maybe when I grow older,
Nice.
she keeps saying she's gonna do Gabi News online. So I tell her she doesn't have
Mm,
to do Gabi News online. She can just continue MO News.
right.
So those things, inspire me because she's part and parcel of what I am doing. She helps a lot. She understands why I'm doing this,
Right.
and it's like just the love and appreciation from all angles, everywhere.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
that's definitely nice. Well, at least she's looking up to mom,
Yes.
right? That's a good thing. Um, this question is kind of it's not a tough question, but I know how our people are,
Hmm.
and when they're not pleased, we know how they are, and
Yes.
when they are pleased, they let you know how much they appreciate you and all that stuff.
Hmm.
How do you deal with everyday criticism with having to I don't really want to break down the question to like a specific, but how do you deal with, the people in your ears all the time? Because I know it's not
Trust
always great.
me. Well, I am not sure. I'm not sure if you know me personally. I I used to bother with what people say, but now it doesn't bother me.
Tough skin.
Yeah. Especially when I started in the funeral business, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the mere fact that I am seeing coffins, bodies
Right.
every day, and I said to
Right.
myself, this could be me. I am not gonna allow anybody to stress me
Wow.
or bother me.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
the critics are good. I Some of them message me privately, which I appreciate. Some of them say it openly, publicly. I
Right.
honestly, if I spend time reading those comments on Facebook, I'll go
You'd be
crazy.
crazy. Yep.
So most of the times people say things about me, they are forwarded to me. I don't even see them on Facebook.
Wow.
Um, recent as 2 weeks ago, there was an
Mm.
attack on me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm not bothered. Honestly, I am. If I have to stop and throw stone at every dog that back, I'm not going to
Yes.
move on in my life. Yeah,
Oh, wow. So you actually grow tough skin.
I'm
Well,
very.
yeah. Through this.
Just, I am honestly not bothered, especially now when people just fall in and die just like that, and
Yep.
I'm not
Yep.
gonna make anything bother me now.
That is
Serious.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. No, why would you guys want to send threats to Emo? Come on, man.
Why would even
Just
think
leave it.
of wanting to shut down MO News? Like, really? Who does that?
Exactly. It's information, you know what I mean? Which kind of, you know what? That kind of brings me to my next question, because it's kind of weird that you said that. Do you get any criticism from other media houses, like, that, like a old stigma or anything like that from other media houses?
I wonder if
Oh,
I think they're getting there, but not 100%.
okay.
Um, you still well, actually, maybe I should not get into that. It's an open market competition.
Right, of course.
For example, as you know, I am the number one in terms of doing funerals, and you have other media who comes on board, but
Mm,
you have family members coming to me and say, "Oh, they said that about you. Don't choose Emo News. She's using her phone. Don't choose Emo News. We have bigger cameras. Don't choose Emo News." So it's like they have to mention Emo News for them to, do their do. But if somebody comes to me and asks me about a program and I know I cannot maybe do it, I will say, go to this media house,
mhm.
and I always tell people you don't try to dim someone's light to make your light shine brighter. We are all
Exactly.
here to survive and do good. You have your niche, I have my niche, you have your followers, I have my followers, but if we work together, we are all good.
Yeah, of course. And
Mhm.
I strongly believe that, but I guess people are just people, right?
Definitely. Yes, they are.
So,
But they're getting along. It was worse before, when I used to attend these functions, they didn't want
right.
me there. But now, why not?
Well,
And
I mean,
mm,
you're the girl, like in Dominican terms, like what Mamselle doing there, right? Like who is
yes,
Mamselle, right? But
Mamsel, which
now,
is
yeah, now your face is on every screen, computer, TV, and cell phones.
and,
So,
and dissect.
and dissect. So we talk about the support of your fan base, obviously, and it's growing like extremely, extremely. Um, we talk about support of outside people.
Mhm.
Um, what about family support?
Oh
Is
yeah, I thank God for my mom
mm,
because my mom is the one who actually stays home with my daughter when I go all over the place. So I just pray God grant her many more years.
right.
My family overseas, most of them are overseas, just like you all. They are very supportive. I have some very, very good friends who support me. Yeah. And well, the support base is higher in the diaspora, I think, than
Right.
here in Dominica. My community. half
What
and
we
half.
what you think that what you think that is though? What do you think that is? Like I
Well,
think I
no,
believe I know what it is.
I connect them to Dominica. I think
Yeah,
that's the reason why, because I
yeah,
connect them to everything that they are missing in Dominica. You don't miss anything on Emo
yeah.
News.
That's true. That is true.
And even the
Like being
students, they are looking forward to that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those that's not going, of course. Being out here sometimes, especially like you just mentioned, carnival, Creole festival, like any event that's going on back home that we were used to or anything, we kind of tend to look forward to that. So
Mhm.
I mean, back in the day, we used to just go on Facebook and wait for anybody to go live. Now everybody's going Emo live, right?
Yes, that's
So
true.
you're definitely everywhere and definitely doing a good job.
Mhm.
If you guys are now joining us, welcome to Dissect. Of course, we're talking to Emo from Emo News, and she's just giving us a beautiful story of how she started her journey and where she is right now. Um, you guys could go ahead and join the conversations. You could send us some um, post on Facebook, on YouTube, and all that stuff. And make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel and share the Facebook Live as well. Some people will be getting you up there. Somebody said nobody does it better than Emo,
Yeah,
and I like that. You have your fans are here reaching out for you too. So
they always do.
right. So do you have any plans of doing this like full time? Like let's say one day you retire from teaching and just say, you know what, I'm going full MO news, hire a bunch of people to do. Does that ever cross your mind?
Well, I do have a team. I have a great team.
Okay.
I've already employed 7 persons.
7.
So yes, 7 persons all over Dominica working with
Nice.
the news.
Nice.
So
Nice.
eventually it will happen. I might just
Yeah.
decide to say bye bye to the Ministry of Education, and I cannot wait to
Right.
say, yeah, yeah. So I can run this business, yeah, full heartedly, yes.
I don't think
Because
you're
I
supposed
would like to be everywhere, but I can't. I have to work from 8 to 1:15
to.
on
Right.
Monday, Friday.
But I must ask you, like, okay, like teaching kids, that must be a drive on its own. Like that
Yes.
must be like an amazing feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, oh man, that's and I don't want to ask you that question, but
What did you ask?
like no, because to me, okay, it's two different things, obviously. It's two different vibes, two different energy. I mean, I'm not a teacher, but just by me teaching my kids stuff or even just talking to somebody and teaching them something, the way it makes me feel, right? I could imagine for a teacher with X amount of students, 10, 15, whatever, go up, and to do that every day and then go do the news. Like the energy level is different, right?
Yes, but I am still that exciting and bubbly teacher, just like how you see me on Emonius, the same way
On
I
them.
am in the classroom.
Okay.
And that is why the students love me, because I am always like that. And even before we start off, first I teach social studies, and even
Mhm.
before I start my lesson, we do news. They need
Right.
to tell me what's going on around them, because children, they don't listen to news. Students don't listen
Hmm.
to news. So I get them to listen to the news. So like 1 2 minutes, they have to come and tell me what happened around internationally, regionally. And most of them
Right.
will go on news to come back and give me my own news. You
That's
know,
funny.
so and then I think the students are also liking the Emo News, because
Right.
even they don't even call me Miss Anselm. It's Miss Emo News, Miss
Of course.
Emo. So I am that same person you see all over. That's how I am in school.
Okay. Yeah, you remain yourself, but to everybody else looking at you, it's like you're just this amazing person, right?
Thank
So
you.
I could just imagine being a student in your class is like, yo, my teacher not regular, my teacher is,
I know they say that all the time.
yeah. That
So that's how it is.
nice.
And I
You
am
see,
more that
somebody else is
teacher
saying,
I like the hands-on teaching. We go out,
Right.
we, you know, make them feel
Right.
comfortable.
So do you feel like, comparing before you started MO News as a teacher, and now that you're doing it as with MO News, would you say the response towards your students is different?
No, I'm the same thing.
The same
I'm not,
response? They give you the same energy? No, I'm not talking
yeah,
about you directly. I'm talking about your students.
yeah, my students, yeah, they're
It's
fine.
the same energy.
Response is the same, yeah.
Nice, nice. So you don't get any rudeness or anything like the other regular teachers.
No, I'm not that, I don't get any rudeness like that. No.
That's good. That's good.
Thank
All
God.
right. Yeah. Let's see if we could go to Facebook here and get some of your questions. You are amazing. You're keeping the diaspora informed. Okay. That's from who? Martin Richards. Let's see if we could get a question, guys. MOS created the business model. Can we get some questions, Nika? All right. Nika searches for a question for us. You said you employed seven seven. You got seven employees. So what do
Yes.
we have? Like, is it we have cameraman, hosts, media?
Well, they do the
What
same thing.
role do you play?
If remember, I can't be everywhere, and from 8 to 1:30, I'm not available. So they do the live coverages when I am not available. I mean, I have to schedule everyone. Some days we having like 5 functions, 4
Right.
functions, everybody at work. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nigeria asks, how do you happen to? Oh well, Nigeria. Okay, I'll still ask it. How do you happen to get news first before other media houses?
Yeah, so they just find me where I am. Imagine when that incident happened at Mon Prosper, I was asleep at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I
Right.
forgot to put my phone on mute, and my
Mm.
phone started ringing loud. I fly up from the bed when I pick up the phone. Mo, murder in Mon Prosper. I'm like, what? The person put
Oh,
on the phone, so I cannot fall back asleep. So I
right.
had to looking and see who on status, who is up to message him to call back that number for me because I want the story.
Right.
So then they told me yes. Then I went back to my other phone. I seen how many messages at that time in the morning, but whatever. So people find my number and they just message me from all angles, left, right, north, south, east, west of Dominica, and they just send me whatever is happening. And I'm very much thankful to everyone who is doing that.
Right. That's is that one of the incidents that happened last week or 2 weeks
Yes,
ago? Is that what you're
last
talking about?
week. They they
Okay.
they
Yeah.
message they message me at all hours of the night.
Well,
All
once
hours is news. Sometimes
you're
I
gonna
don't
need a
I wake up and I don't get the message on time. I'm like, shoot, somebody
right.
breaking for me. But
Wow. Yeah. Well, you definitely have people working out there for you, making sure that you get the news. So that's the good stuff. That's good stuff.
of course,
But
yes.
okay, for instance, like stuff like the murder. I didn't really follow on it too much. All I heard there was two incidents in Dominica where there was murders.
Mhm.
Um, going into like a space like that and seeing those things, like I know you said you have tough skin because obviously you deal with the funerals and you know, but having to see like a woman battered or go through like any type of trauma, how does that make you feel as as a woman being on the scene, like and this is happening, stuff like that is going on?
Well, I've been there myself. I had my fair share of domestic violence.
Right.
Um, it's hard. Sometimes when I go on the scene, I honestly cannot even take a photo. Or sometimes I have to do the live, and I have to think whether what should I show? Should I show this? Should I show that?
Hmm.
Um, I cry most of the time. I do interviews with people like that, and you don't see the tears, but
Of course not.
I cry always. especially when they give their stories.
Yeah,
It's heartbreaking, and
of course.
in our local language, I Shia now,
Okay.
but and sometimes when I interview, you maybe hear it in my voice. I tend to break
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
So it's hard sometimes, to see people go through those things,
Yeah.
and
Well,
sometimes they can't even get the help that they need. Yeah,
that's
that's
another
another thing. Yeah,
that's another thing. Like you cover up. Go
ever
ahead. Sorry.
ever since the two incidents, my
Mm.
phone is busy, and I'm,
Wow.
I'm not even sure where to turn. I have a story to give. I have
Wow.
to reach my, and it's like so many people are reaching out to me now because they are going through that same problem
Mm.
and they don't know where to turn.
That's crazy.
So it's harder.
Yeah. So, but what advice? Like, I don't really want to ask you like what advice do you give them, but like what advice do we give women like that in the situation where there's no help?
Mhm. Turn
That
to
that is
God. They said, turn to God, pray.
yeah. That's about it. Grab those
That's
Bibles, fall on those knees.
pray and hope for the best and run for your life if you have to run. But where do you run to?
Right.
You know,
Yeah. That is crazy.
it's
Wow.
hard.
Yeah, I could imagine. Okay, let's let's change the spirit in here, right? So, somebody wanted to know what sets you apart from other social media houses, other media houses.
I am a people's person. I I make myself available. I am always available, always on the spot.
Mm.
What else? I lost my train of thought there.
You just stand out and you just do you.
I just do me. That's it. I'm just
Yeah.
doing me. That's it. Yeah. No put on. I try my best to be local and normal as possible. I have tried to change my accent. I think I sound dumb. So I just try to be me, you know.
Right, right.
Um, Sometimes I have some grammatical error, and I don't think I can speak proper English. It's just that I speak fast and I don't take my
Right,
time. And sometimes when I post on my page, I so quick to post that I forget to punctuate, and so
right.
this is something I am working on. In my time to speak, I
Mhm.
don't think I sound that bad, but that's it.
I, hey, you're alive. You're alive without a script, just like we're alive right now without script. That is a lot of pressure. So,
Yes,
for anybody to expect you to come out perfect with your language or your accent and all that other stuff, I mean, man, we're human beings, right?
hmm
So you could only be human. That's another thing. You said like you are just you. Like usually when we watch news, the woman is either all dressed up in a nice whatever suit or dress or whatever, fully makeup. You just come natural.
yeah, natural. No put on, nothing.
That's the best news you can get.
Yeah, real grassroots, yes.
Yeah, that's I rather my news like that, the raw and authentic.
Correct. I saw some questions. I'm not sure if you missed it.
There was one I was actually gonna ask. I don't know if you saw one in particular. No, I think it was the same person. Let me see if I can get her name. What's the ultimate goal for MO News?
Well, I'm hoping one day that I can own my own TV show, have my own studio,
Hmm.
and well, I think I am leading already. When I mean, in terms of media in Dominica,
All right.
so it's just to maybe make some more money to have my studio, have my office set up. Yeah.
But that I mean, you are in the position like you said, you're already leading, so that should not be hard at all. With the help of sponsors and you know fans and just
That is true, but some people would say, yes, she's making her money now. Why should we sponsor her? And
so
so
she
I
can
went.
bring more news and more
She can bring
information
the news, yeah. But
and with
some
better quality.
our mentality sometimes,
Yes,
people
yes.
think like that, and
Yeah.
they figure out you want to get rich on me. So that is why
Mm-hmm.
I prefer work harder and
All right.
do my own do and progress by progress, step by step, it will happen.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do these things. You need cameras. You need microphone. You need batteries for your camera. You need those gadgets for the cameras. The thing that holds the picture. So it's not about money making. It's about upgrading. Continually upgrading and bringing better quality and better. But I get it. The mentality sometimes is crazy.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So somebody said they saw you. We're just going straight to a bunch of questions now. Somebody said they saw you in Atlanta for the New Year's.
yes, I was.
I remember you being up here in Canada a few years ago. COVID is 3 years. I want to say 5, 6 years ago, something like that. That long ago.
I am in the US almost every two times a year or 3 times a year.
Oh what? Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I am an
that's
American
good.
citizen.
There you have it. You see,
Correct.
that's even more reason why she have to get a media house situated in Dominica, so we get all the news and everything going. Okay, let's see what question Nigel has here for you. Oh my God, funeral you have observed some of the grave diggers wear MO News shirts. Are you a sponsor for some of the funeral homes in Dominica?
No. Well, what happened is because I am into that funeral, live. Um,
Right.
every year I try to give back something, so
Oh,
I would select a group of people to
right.
give back. So one year I gave all the priests something because they have been accommodating to us.
Hmm.
Um, the other year, I decided to treat the grave diggers, and it's a good way of advertising because it's a T-shirt with my logo.
Your logo. Right.
So naturally, the T-shirts you see them with, I gave it to them. So when they come, there, they can advertise for Emo News as well as a form of appreciation. And I'm not sure if you see some of the grave diggers. Sometimes they dress anyhow, doesn't
Yeah.
also, and
Yeah.
they don't care about you know So I figured let me give them a shirt so they can look appropriate some
Look
days.
at that's good. That's good. Giving back. That is definitely good. So let's talk about our biggest disaster yet, COVID. Because I mean, you started in a storm, you went through a hurricane, then you had to deal with COVID. How was that? Did that? I don't think that slowed you down anymore from me looking. But did that slow you down anyway? Like, was there less stuff to cover or?
No, COVID actually opened another opportunity for me. I got even bigger during COVID because, as you know, the entire world shut down and folks could not
Right.
travel. So even
Hmm.
when people could not go anywhere, I used to be able to preach in the church by myself, carrying funeral lives. So I think I worked even harder during COVID.
Right.
Yes,
Wow.
so because they had to serve the masses they were carrying live, I did that for almost an entire year for the parish of St. Andrews,
Right.
free of charge.
Hmm.
Um, I did a lot of funerals, and it was heartbreaking to see that some of your parents die, your mother die, your
Yeah.
father die, and you
Hmm.
cannot be here. And I was
Hmm.
the only person that could bring that
Next.
form of comfort to that family.
Damn.
So to me, COVID had its good and its bad.
Right.
But on my end, I was on the benefiting end of COVID.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I find a lot of people that was in social media. A lot of us benefit from COVID because everybody was home pretty much, right?
Yes.
So wow. But yeah, that funeral thing that you just said there, that kind of hit home. That hit me. 'Cause I was one of those where um a best friend of mine died back home, and I was
Mhm.
forced to wash hair.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
yeah, and then you're looking in the church of, I don't know, 10, 15 people or whatever it had in there.
Hmm.
That yeah, that is definitely difficult.
And
Wow,
luckily, thankfully, I never got COVID.
wow, that's
Yeah,
good.
thank God.
And you out there all the time.
Yeah, my daughter and my niece, they had it, so they had to be
Yeah,
isolated. So I stayed with them because my mom kind of high risk. But
that Emily,
maybe
that's not fair, because I'm inside the whole time. This whole COVID thing, I work
uh,
isolated. I do not work with people. So even before COVID, I'm antisocial. Okay, but I caught COVID right at the end of when the whole world got COVID and they were moving on with their life. COVID
mhm.
decided, well, yeah, it have a partner we have to go with.
I remember. Yeah,
So I'm like, I'm stuck in a house and I get COVID. And there you are in people's face and you're,
yeah. It was scary, but thank God I guess he protected me for a reason.
yeah, you have to give us our news.
Ah,
That's
yeah,
crazy. Well, your immune system is definitely built strong. So
whatever.
whatever. Nige
Yeah.
again has another question for you, and he wants to know how difficult has it been obtaining sponsorships? Yeah, the question is crazy.
Sponsorship in terms of Emo News.
Yeah, I guess so. It kind of disappeared for me there.
Well, most of the times if I do a function and I get paid, I get paid. But majority
Okay,
of the functions that I do, you see, off the streets, those are things
right.
I do free.
That's your stuff, right?
Um, because I know people want to see, and I want my page to stay relevant, to stay up to
Of
date.
course, of course.
So I I try to capitalize on flow. I am a flow person,
Mm,
Flow Dominica. I try
right,
to capitalize on their data. When they
right,
have triple data, I get it. So I'll have a lot of data. So I won't even feel, that I'm spending a lot on top up or so. So when I top
right,
up, like almost, so I have about a 200 and something gigs going. I know, I don't have to
right.
buy top up,
Poor
maybe
man.
200. So I try to capitalize on that.
Right,
And if you follow my life, you hear me, asking anybody want to send a top up or you want to do a
right,
donation. A lot of people send me $20, $10.
right.
But other than that, I just do what I have to do.
That is, there was one time, I think it was a Creole festival, and you were live. It could have been that same night I was talking with the low battery,
Hmm.
and you did mention Flow. And
Yes.
at that point, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was actually excited because I'm like, oh my god, she got sponsored by Flow. This is good. Like, this is a woman. Again, I did not know this started before Maria, because
Hmm.
Maria is where I started following you. And I was like, oh my god, this girl came out with a camera for Maria and now she's being sponsored. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And now you're sitting here and you tell me, I feel kind of disappointed. Like, why? That is crazy to me. That's baffling to me. That is baffling to me. Emo, you're the number one news broadcaster in Dominica, period. Not even just now, period. I was born in Dominica in a time when there was mapping news.
Hmm.
And I lived in Newtown. Newtown is a highway. We're having accidents at least every month. Somebody's getting hit, cars hitting each other. There was no mapping news to show that on TV.
Hmm.
And I could sit here in Canada and somebody say, "Boy, something happened to Dominic." I go on MO News, there it is.
Yes.
That to me, like, I do not want to sound disrespectful, but that don't make no sense to me
Hmm.
because you should be getting sponsors from Digicel, Flow, and everybody. I don't want to call anybody name and put them out there, but come on, man, this is ridiculous. So whatever it is that we're not doing to help Emo, we need to get up in these people because, I mean, that's a lot. You at
Yeah.
every city and you're using your own money to do this. That is crazy. And then you still have to deal with people foolishness, of batching.
Every day. Yeah. Yes. But
That
I'm happy I can create an avenue where you all can see what is really happening in
of
Dominica.
course.
Um,
Hmm.
Eventually it will pay off. It is paying off. I do get paid gigs. I do get sponsored ad.
Right.
So this is
But
whatever I'm making, I'm quite satisfied.
well, I'm telling all the fans of Emily and the people of Dissect, we gotta do something about that. If we gotta go on her page and do whatever, we gotta do something about that. We gotta get Emma some more help. That's ridiculous. I'm actually glad you came here. Well, not that I wasn't glad you came here because I'm happy you're here, but I'm more happy now that you're here and this is, we're dissecting the thing. So
Yes.
before I bash anybody else, we have a game that I told you about, and it's called Quick Hitters. So
Okay.
if usually Joel is here, and that's Joel's game. So I will ask the people on there to help me, and I guess you guys could play Joel. I'll play myself. And quick hitters work like this. I'll ask Mo a simple question, and she could answer a simple answer, or you could elaborate if you like to. You ready? Favorite foods. What's your favorite food?
Lasagna, right plantain. How
You know,
many
you
you
know,
want?
be- as much as favorites you have.
I love lasagna. I love chipotle.
Oh yeah,
Chipotle.
Chick-fil-A, whatever. I don't know. I was actually going to tell you, whatever you say, don't say plantain. Like, I gotta
Plantain.
get off the game for a second because I love plantain myself, and I
Yes,
swear everybody we ask that they say plantain.
plantain.
Is
Right
the is it
plantain.
is plantain a Dominican thing or is this like why do we
Well,
have
plantain
plantain
is
so much?
nice. And I like fried plantain.
That's what I
You
was
know,
gonna ask you. Do you like fly plantain, roast plantain, or boiled
no
plantain?
fried, and when you boil it, not the soft
All
one.
right,
Hard, yeah.
just the hard
And
one, yeah.
well, obviously, yeah, yeah goes lobster, and I love lobster. Well,
Oh boy,
that's my favorite food
oh boy,
too.
so with the lobster. I'm not getting to that lobster story. I asked Mystery last time she was here about her favorite food. She told me lobster. We ain't going there.
Yeah, that's it.
Favorite movies.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Hmm. That's a Medea movie, right? Is that?
Yes,
Yeah.
and Titanic. I could watch
Titanic.
Titanic every time it is being played on TV. Titanic.
Really?
Yes, it's
Wow.
long,
I
but
watched.
I love it.
Yeah. It's like 2 hours long, isn't it? 2, 3 hours, something like that.
3 hours, yeah.
Yeah. I watched that once. I don't know if I could do that again.
I'm watching it every
God.
time.
But it's so sad though.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
Jack. Yeah.
All right. Before I see if they have any for you, your favorite type of music or your favorite genre of music.
I love song. Shania Twain, Celine Dion.
Mm,
That's
well,
it.
Celine Dion. After you said Titanic, yeah, she had to be in there. Okay, let's see if we have someone there with she loves lobster. Okay, no questions for you. I love fried plantain. Okay, so nobody's playing our game with us.
Mhm.
Yeah, nobody's playing our game with us. Okay, so Emily,
Mhm.
I want to thank you for joining us. This was fun. This was educational as well. I am I'm I don't want to say I'm disappointed, but I'm partially disappointed. And not disappointed with you know people not sponsoring your program. That's a problem for me, right? But anyway, we're gonna end off on a nice note. Um, This anybody you want to shout out? I know your daughter is probably watching this program right now,
Mhm.
and by talking about your daughter, it's clearly that you are a role model in her life. So I know you're gonna big up your daughter, so you could take your time to go ahead and do that, and big up whoever else you want to big up or plug in.
Somebody's asking about merchandise. I have not started doing any merchandise. This will come in due time.
All right.
Um, I want to big up my precious Gabrielle. She knows why I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she knows why her mommy is working very hard, and she understands. So I want to big up Gabby. I want to big up all the fans who are looking on now. I don't want to miss anybody. And to big up the Signman Limited watching in New York. His sister Paula in Atlanta. I want to big up my sister Trisha in New York. My entire family in the US. All my friends here. And to big up Polo Polo and the crew. Elvis in Colorado. I want to big up just everybody who is viewing now. I want to say thank you to Dissect for having me here tonight. I appreciate it. Um, Whoever is watching, whoever has my best interest at heart, those
Right.
who support me genuinely. I know some people are just just to criticize, but to the genuine ones, thank you guys and love you guys. You know who you are. If you know you are just supporting Emo News for supporting sake, that's fine. I love you still. If you are a critic on Emo News, that's fine. I love you just the same. Just thank you for everybody for the support, the hundreds of thousands of followers that I have, daily. I'm very much thankful to you guys. All those who send me the news, big up to you,
All
and
right.
thanks for the support.
So at the end of the program here, my last question is for you. Are you nervous?
No, I'm not. I think I survived. I think I survived. It was all right.
I think you did extremely well.
Thank you.
So thank you for giving us your time this evening. This is a pleasure, and hopefully I will meet you in person sooner than later. And yeah, thank you for being on Dissect with us.
So as you know, it's a busy month coming up. I pray God give me life and strength to bring all the carnival activities to you guys. If you want to send something to me as a form of sponsorship, top up, little um, dollars, whatever you want to sponsor, feel free to send it because next Saturday we'll be live on the streets of Roseau for the opening of carnival.
Right, Emo, you want to give them the information on where they should send. If they want to contribute sponsorship, um, you want to
I
give
have
them that.
PayPal. I do have a PayPal
Hmm.
account. I do have a Zelle account. Mo banking. If you use this, you use Mo banking.
All right.
I'm going
So is
to
this
type it
all
here.
Mo News at PayPal, Mo News at Mo?
No, PayPal is Darling
Hmm.
1976 at gmail.com. And my, well, I could also type it in the comment section.
Right. Yeah. I was gonna say. Well, we'll make sure we put that there before the end of the live, or yeah, you can type it in there so
Yeah.
like,
So feel free to
everybody else
donate.
can go ahead. Right. Everybody else could go ahead and just share the link. In the comment section, and yeah, let's get Mo rolling. And for those who are not going home and cannot go home, get to enjoy Carnival and the Calypso shows and all that stuff in the comfort of your own living room. So again, thank you, Emo, for joining us,
Thank you
and
for having me.
hopefully we'll do this again.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good night. Thanks
You as
everybody for
well.
joining.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mo News, Miss Emily Anslem. I love her energy. Like she said, she was nervous in the beginning. That's why I asked her if she's nervous now. Great show. I had fun doing it. Kind of lonely without Jewel, but she'll be back next week. and then I will leave her alone so she could do it and get the feel. I'm just bugging. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed the program with us here on Dissect. It feels good being back after 2 weeks, and yeah, stay tuned for the next video of the next guest for next week's show. You guys have a blessed week and a blessed weekend. On behalf of Dissect and the rest of the TDN family and Island Therapy, I go by the name of Novelist. I will see you guys when I see you. Godspeed. Peace.
Hello, this is your diva, Claudette C.P. Peters, out of the islands of Antigua and Barbuda. And on Saturday, 14th January, I am going to be on Dissect. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Caribbean Time on tdntv.net, Island Therapy, Facebook, and on YouTube. It is going to be crazy. Just get to know Claudette C.B. Peters a little, yeah. And, of course, my island Antigua Barbuda. It is going to be bare manners because something got a hold on me.